Alrighty, how are we all doing this evening? Okay, we've got an interesting little court case tonight. Gonna start the proceedings, and here we go.
Absolutely not, mate.
Transactions. I'll get into this in a bit. Can I come in, please? Oh, fuck you, Oscar, bitch.
Yeah, tell him, Max.
Who is this twat in the white suit?
Your magistrate Eddie is giving the defendant a call, seeing if he's coming and might not be coming.
Oh, he's not going to attend us with his glorious presence.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Anything for you, Papi.
At least he hasn't turned up just yet.
So that wasn't me. That was you. You got the wrong guy.
Eddie, is he turning up? Or is he not answering?
He's not answering the phone.
Ah, it's going to be a flop.
Yeah, straight to voicemail.
Straight to voicemail? Alrighty. Alright, my name is Magistrate Woodman. We're here today to hear the court case of Victoria Police versus a Jack Bender. I understand there is no defence in the room today. Victoria Police, I understand that you have attempted to give them a call.
Multiple times over the last 5 minutes, Your Honour.
Not a problem. Sheriff, don't be shy. Give that man a petty contempt of court. Anyone smoking in this courtroom will get petty contempt immediately.
Who's smoking?
Excellent. I don't tolerate any outbreaks of yelling within my courtroom. Any breaches in this rule will be met with punishment. Now we're going to get this show started.
By you? Winks? Awkwardly?
Contempt of court for that person that was yelling out just then. $2,000, 6 actions within Port Phillip. Alright, prosecution. Let's get started. Please step forward, identify yourself and what charges you're bringing forth today. And, yeah, what evidence do you have for me?
Yes, Your Honour. My name is Constable Eddie Newgate. Today, the charges that are against the defendant are engage in police pursuit, evade police by 2, possession of a large quantity of drug of dependence, armed robbery, possession of a firearm without legal authority by 2, carry a weapon concealed without legal authority, and carry a weapon open carry without legal authority. And the evidence that I have today is 2 warrants that were issued against the defendant, a firearm that was found on the defendant, 23 bullets, and
spank it.
I have some name search results, a firearm serial,
Sorry.
and my own testimony as well, Your Honour, and a search receipt.
Excellent. If you want to step forward and present those to me, the sheriff
Yes,
is a
Your
little
Honour.
bit busy at the moment.
The gun is unloaded, Your Honour.
Excellent.
Come spank it.
Sheriff, $2,000 fine for that person.
Oh, sorry, and I also have some drugs, Your Honour, to hand over as evidence.
Oh, it's evidence. Okay, I thought you were going to give me something.
These are a representation of what was found, not the entire quantity.
Oh, I see. Did you include that in the document wallet here?
It's not in the wallet. I've given it to you. 5 bags of.
Not a problem. All right, as the defense isn't here, please proceed with your case.
No worries, Your Honour. For the first part, I'll just read the warrants as they are, as I was not involved in the first 2 parts of this. The warrants as they stand are... First one was written by First Constable Fenrir Lothbrook, which is for 1 times engaged police pursuit, armed robbery, and possession of a firearm without legal authority. This offence occurred on the 9th of the 2nd, 2024 at approximately 2:12 a.m. Male 210 attempted a store robbery and hold up alarm in the Mount Thomas area at the 24/7. 2 Manchester scouts were out the front, blue and green. The individuals holding the citizen hostage were both armed with pistols, and upon leaving the store, the driver of the vehicle deliberately increased their speed and engaged in a police pursuit. The vehicle was successful in evading the police. The registered owner of this vehicle is Jack Bender, and the vehicle was not listed as stolen at the time of the pursuit. The accused is required to provide evidence of the driver at the time of the incident, or they are to be charged with the above charges as the registered owner of the vehicle. There was a description of the individual: a camo long coat, hockey mask with red accents, and khaki pants. There was an AMPR hit, which is automatic number plate recognition, on the 9th of the 2nd of the 9th at 1:59 a.m., which was for a vehicle registered as RVD 133, which was registered to a Jack Bender and not marked as stolen. In the second instance of the warrant, Your Honour, this one occurred on the 10th of the 2nd at approximately 6:20 p.m. These charges are engage in a police pursuit, evade police, possession of a large quantity of drug or dependence. And this one was entered by, I think he's senior constable, well, first leading senior constable, Lilo Kelso. Traffic 150 and Port 300 signaled for a Manchester Scout to stop. The driver of the vehicle deliberately increased their speed and engaged in a police pursuit. The vehicle was successful in evading police. The registered owner of the vehicle is Jack Bender, and the vehicle was not listed as stolen at the time of the pursuit. The accused is required to provide evidence of the driver at the time of the incident, or they are to be charged with the above charges as a registered owner of the vehicle. Then the driver of the vehicle decamped out of the vehicle and got into another vehicle. Port 300 stayed back to search the vehicle with a positive K9 result and give a search of the vehicle, found 50 bags of weed. Again, this is the same plate as before, RVD 133, and it was not marked as stolen at the time, Your Honour. In the most recent case, which is to do with the possession of a firearm without legal authority, open carry, and concealed carry. That will be my own testimony, Your Honour. I'm just bringing up that what I've written down here. So this occurred in the early hours of this morning at approximately 1:12. I think it was. Oh, sorry, at approximately. Last night at approximately 23:35. Sorry, the process of this one took a little bit longer. This was for, like I said, the concealed carry, open carry, and possession of a firearm without legal authority. You have on you one firearm, which is registered to a Jamal Blackman, 23 bullets, and a serial search of that firearm showing the actual registered owner. Mr. Bender has no license for a weapon, no concealed carry license either. At approximately 23:55 hours on the 11th of February, 2024, Male 208, which was myself, responded to a 000 call advising someone had been mugged and shots fired in the vicinity of Mira Park, postcode 6033. After investigating the area, Male 208 called for a second unit to attend. Both units then investigated the area and surrounding homes, at which point the secondary unit saw an individual later identified as Jack Bender leaving the vicinity of postcode 6027, wearing a mask covering their face. The unit drove around the corner to San Andreas Avenue, postcode 6026, behind the Rack V store, where the individual was seen by the unit holding a firearm. The unit flashed their lights, signaling for the individual to stop. At this point, the individual was seen concealing their firearm on their person. Male 208 then arrived on scene, and the individual then laid on the ground and was unable to get to their feet. At this stage, the individual reflew into the city and was asked to turn around to be placed into handcuffs as they were being detained for my safety, as the second unit had departed the scene at this stage. The individual initially refused to turn around, wanting to know why they were being placed into cuffs, at which point Male 208 advised that they had been seen leaving the area of a crime scene and holding a firearm in their hands, which was then concealed on them when the second unit flashed their lights. After handcuffing the individual, a frisk was performed on the individual and a firearm was felt on their person. At this point, a search of the person was conducted, which revealed a 9mm firearm, 23 bullets, and a quantity of money and an additional 5 bags of drugs as well. The individual was then asked for their name, as they had no ID. They provided the name Victor C, which returned no results in Victoria Police's system. After a back and forth, the individual and advising they would be taken to the station and fingerprinted, they finally advised their name was Jack Bender. The individual was then cautioned and brought to Mel 900, where they were fingerprinted to confirm their identity, at which point it was found the individual has no license for a firearm, and additionally the firearm's serial number was run through Victoria's Police's database and was found to be registered to a Jamal Blackman. Additionally, Your Honour, the defendant at the time then provided Victor C as the potential person in possession of the vehicle at the two crimes in the warrants. The defendant provided a phone number for said person, despite the fact their name did not still return in the Victoria Police's system. I called this person who then identified themselves as Victor Brown to me over the phone. Once again, this name also did not return in the system. The defendant continued to offer numbers. However, I saw it futile to continue to try and call people when the first person I called was clearly trying to conceal their identity from me as well. So at this stage, I will rest my case.
Excellent. So in regards to sentencing or leniency, what is Victoria Police expecting here today?
I am seeking no leniency, Your Honour. The individual was difficult to deal with at best and very confrontational, even when leadership was sought to assist in the processing, as they were confused as to how the search was legal. They continued to speak over everyone and were very confrontational with Victoria Police throughout the entire ordeal until they were released.
Yes, I see. Well, as they haven't shown up, we're going to add in some extra fines here today. I'd suggest you might take a notepad and pen out. This is going to hurt them quite a bit. As it becomes apparent that some people just like to book cases and not turn up and waste the court's time, police time, sheriff's time, you're going to be adding a contempt of court into the charge sheet today. The amount of the fine will be $15,000. We're also going to be adding in a fail to attend court. It's only a $15 charge, but I think the contempt one's going to smack around a bit harder. And total we're going to be adding in today is 150 actions within Port Phillip Prison. My ruling is final. Court is dismissed.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honour.
Good evening.
I'm sure the magistrate liked to slap around a few people. Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes, I might give you that evidence back. What's your special pocket size today?
My pocket size is 373.
Right, so don't forget, it's $15,000 fine on top of everything else that he's been given today, and
Yes, Your Honour.
and of course the failed to attend court.
I've taken note of that as well, Your Honour. I'll put
Fantastic.
out a warrant for him.
Hopefully that I would have liked to give more weeks, but that's the absolute maximum I can be allowed for this particular case.
Not a problem, Your Honour.
Definitely a serial pest. Maybe keep an eye on that one in the future. I think your
Will do.
presentation today was excellent. I'm surprised that there was no leadership down here to watch. So
I believe they are currently busy with quite a bit of activity in the city, Your Honour.
De más familia.
There's been quite a bit of car theft and smash and grabs and robberies this afternoon. Over the last hour or two.
Well, I'll make sure I'll make myself available for Victoria Police for the evening then.
That would be appreciated, Your Honour. Thank you.
Excellent. Have a good evening.
Enjoy your night, guys.
Do yourself a magistrate.
You don't turn up, you're gonna get spanked.